Right then, time now for our book club.
I was
Ben,
just about to
take it away.
Spider-Gwen does whatever Spider-Gwen does. This book is really
Ben,
awesome.
it's 3 a.m. Can you... Face it, tiger! Yeah!
It's 2 a.m., fool.
You hit the jackpot!
No, Spider-Gwen is my book club, and I have to say, this is one of my favorite version of Elseworlds, where it's a different universe of the what if something happened.
Yep.
So what you chose for the audience, you chose Spider-Gwen Volume 0.
0, yes.
Which collects Edge of Spider-Verse number 2 and Spider-Gwen 1 through 5.
Before it got rebooted again.
Yes.
And then Secret Wars happened and everything was destroyed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah. Spider-Gwen is like, what if Gwen Stacy was bitten by the spider and Peter Parker turned himself into the lizard and died, and then Spider-Gwen was public enemy number 1 in New York?
Actually, you have to thank Dan Slott because he's technically the person who created this character.
No, she's not. No,
She's
he's not.
He wrote her in the Spider-Verse.
Jason Latour and Robbi Rodriguez created this character.
Okay, that's true. But they said it wouldn't have happened without Dan Slott.
Dan Slott said
In the back of this book, they mention it.
Dan Slott said, "Give me spiders."
Yeah.
Jason Latour and Robbi Rodriguez are credited with the creation.
No,
of this
you're
character.
right, but like it wouldn't have happened without Dan Slott's Spider-Verse.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, where we first see Spider-Gwen, she just launched herself into popularity.
Which is currently a $125 comic book.
I'm glad I got a CG seed.
There you go. And she's even going to be appearing in the film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
She's in Marvel Rising.
Yep, Marvel Rising as Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
But still,
Played by
Gwen
Dove
Stacy.
Cameron.
But still, it's Gwen Stacy where the roles are reversed, and I really, really dig it because this is the part of Elseworlds where everything is familiar, but it's different. Where
Officer Grimm, Detective Castle.
Man, I love this art.
Matt Murdock is an asshole
Murdock.
working with the Kingpin, not against the Kingpin.
No, buddy. Matt Murdock is the
He's
Kingpin.
the Kingpin.
Like that's what I like a lot. Matt Murdock is the Kingpin.
Yeah.
We see in Edge of Spider-Verse 0, we see him talking to someone who looks like the Kingpin, and then it's like revealed through that conversation that, oh no, Matt Murdock is the Kingpin.
He's the one in charge, yeah.
And he's blind. He was trained by the hand, and it's really good. It was really good stuff.
Beats the shit out of Vulture in this book.
District Attorney.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we see Frank Castle, who's a police detective,
Who is a workaholic.
who has it out for Spider-Woman. And we see the Vulture in the 1 through 5 issue. It's the Vulture. I remember reading this book. I remember really only interested in this story. I was like, that costume looks cool.
Yep.
Gwen Stacy's a cool character. I'm really interested in this art. And I picked it up just on a whim, and it ended up being one of my favorite titles. And I followed it up until Secret Wars. I followed it after Secret Wars. I'm currently following the character in the new Ghost Spider series.
Is that already out?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a tie-in to Spider-Geddon.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and it certainly lost the flavor of the art, but I still think it's pretty solid.
Yeah. Robbi Rodriguez's art is like super dynamic and very stylish, and like
Anytime he wasn't on the art, it was sad.
yeah.
And like the series gets really weird and cosmic towards the end of it. And I think they kind of lose their way a bit.
Yeah.
But I think the beginning of the series is so strong.
Yeah, it's really great character work. The stuff with her dad.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like they're immediately
The first issue reveals that Captain Stacy knows that. Wait, Gwen?
No, yeah. Well, Gwen takes off the mask.
Hey,
and
what's
then
up, Dad?
there's,
We need to talk.
And then there's like a British Spider-Man saying, "No, you will do." And then the events
To be continued.
That's
Spider-Verse.
the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Then Spider-Verse happens and then comes back where her dad is doing his best to keep his daughter's secret under wraps.
Yep.
Because he's a cop and is like,
Yeah.
I have to arrest my daughter. That's my duty.
And he couldn't do that. And I like that dynamic where you can tell there's tension between them, but it's like, you're still my daughter. I'm going to look out for you. So that's why I'm not going to arrest you.
And the Parkers. May and Ben Parker like blame Spider-Woman, but they love Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's yes. And then Gwen goes over to hang out with May and Ben and stuff, and there's this thing where Peter used to cut out newspaper articles about Spider-Woman because he was fascinated. And then when Peter died, when he became the Lizard, which is pretty cool, May at first
Because she wanted to be important.
yeah.
He wanted to be Spider-
yeah,
he
Peter wanted to be
Spider-Man.
important.
You want to be special like Gwen was.
Yeah. May was like, we blamed her at first, but I kept cutting the newspaper things like in honor of Peter. And after a while, my anger turned to like joy, and I turned out like Spider-Woman's actually like real important, and like.
But Ben never forgave her.
No. But May is like, she's like, oh no, I see she's trying to help.
Yeah, like
That's really cool.
Like Gwen would open up the book and see all like Spider-Gwen killer for Peter for like all this. Oh, where's that page?
Wait,
There's-
are we introduced to the Bodega Bandit in this volume?
No.
yes, we are.
Bodega Bandit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bodega Bandit.
She says-
like issue 1.
Yeah,
okay.
it's after the events
Her
of
arch
Spider-Verse.
nemesis, the Bodega Bandit.
Yeah, it's after the events of Spider-Verse, and she's like, "You are like the worst arch nemesis ever."
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and then
But,
she has
but he
halluc-
keeps coming back. It's really funny.
Yeah, but she also gets hallucinations of Peter Porker coming back.
yes, I forgot.
Oh, she hallucinates.
She hallucinates
Uh-huh.
Peter Porker, the Spider Ham. Yeah, this book is pick it up for the art alone.
Felicia Hardy is a French singer, badass extraordinaire.
And thief.
and
the,
thief?
and
Still
the-
thief. Yeah, she's still a thief.
Mary Jane, Mary Janes. The Mary Janes are a band.
Face a tiger, you hit the jackpot.
And there's actually an official version of that song out
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. What?
Hell yeah.
The song "Face a Tiger" is
I
actually
gotta
on
listen to
YouTube.
it.
And like if you've seen the trailer for Spider-Verse, like they straight up like use that art style
Yes.
in
Yeah.
her universe where like it's super dynamic and colorful and pink.
We got to see that trailer before the movie tonight. I was like,
Man, that-
I
it looks
cannot
real
wait-
good.
I can't wait to see that movie. I
Yeah,
can't.
this is a
This
is a great book.
I am so happy to pick this because it gets a chance to really like dive into like what I literally love about this book.
Yeah.
And one of the things is the costume design is fantastic.
Yeah.
Her costume is one of the most dynamic, unique costumes I've seen Marvel put out, and it's really rad.
it is super radical.
Yeah, because Spider-Gwen. How long has it been since Spider-Gwen hit the scene? Like,
2015 was the first
Yeah.
issue.
so she's been out for over 3 years, and she is skyrocketing popular. It just makes
yeah.
me happy. I always love seeing cosplayers I follow on Instagram and cosplayers at cons walking around as Spider-Gwen, as Gwenom even.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's great that this character.
Gwenom was real fun, guys.
Is there a Guarnage? No. Damn it.
Well, even back for a while.
Ultimate Gwen Stacy is actually Carnage.
Okay, there you go.
Well, it was pretty cool.
But that's not the same.
But also, even because there was a huge Gwen Stacy popularity for a while. I don't know if it was because of Amazing Spider-Man
It
2.
was.
That's the exact reason because she's been dead in the comics for like 30 years.
Yeah, but then of course, Marvel like redid all their covers. They had they had the Gwen covers. Remember those?
Yep.
Yes.
The Gwen covers were inspired because Spider-Gwen did so well.
Yeah.
But Gwenpool and Gwenom were both spawned from those covers.
I wasn't
Not
talking
as
about,
successful.
I wasn't talking about Gwenpool. I'm not talking about Gwenpool, but or Gwenom. But I was talking about the like Dr. Gwen Strange stuff like that.
Dr. Gwenge.
Gwenge.
That's
Gwen,
actually
Gwen
that's it.
Vereen.
Gwen Vereen. I have that one.
God.
The X Gwen.
Oh,
X Gwen 92 was one of them.
pretty good.
Man.
Gwen Nito. Groot.
Oh, stop it. One of my favorite,
I have a lot of these
One of my
guys.
favorite variant covers is a Phil Noto variant for Spider-Man. It's Gwen Stacy holding up a little picture. It's real cute.
Yeah, I think this book is a lot of fun. It's very unique. It's one of the more unique titles that Marvel had. It's such a classic Spider-Man tale, but it's such a unique take on that tale.
Yeah.
Sure.
That I think anybody who loves Spider-Man would absolutely adore this book.
Yeah.
It does change a lot, but Gwen Stacy is a drummer. She's not a scientist like she is in 616 or really anywhere else we see her.
She loves her music. She's a music girl.
She's definitely a music girl. And I think that this Gwen Stacy, I mean, do you guys mind if I so quickly spoil something from later on in the series?
No.
Okay. Gwen, through the events of Spider-Verse, Gwen has a watch that can travel through.
Oh, she
through
hangs out
dimensions.
with Spider-Woman and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she learns about other Gwen Stacys throughout the multiverse, and
Yeah.
all of them are scientists. And so it kind of like it. She's like, why wasn't I like? She's clearly aware that she is a different type of Gwen Stacy than our through the multiverse,
Yeah.
and I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, that watch worked for a while until it didn't.
Yeah.
I still think the ending kind of got away from them. But
Yeah.
ultimately, I really enjoyed this book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, this is one of those what if stories done right, or I don't know, done right is the word. It's done very, very well.
I can say it's done right.
This book proved to me that they could have just a book set in a different universe.
Yeah, and it's
So I was
not,
like,
It's
why-
always been possible.
Yeah.
It's always. I don't care what universe it is, as long as it's a
When
good
they
book.
canceled Ultimate Spider-Man, I was like, you just have that run. You don't need
Yeah.
the whole Ultimate Universe. Just run that book.
Right.
Have you read Spider-Man 2 yet? Can you please read Spider-Man 2?
Oh yeah. I
Please,
should do that.
because there's something about the end of that book that makes me really
I'm
excited.
sure he already knows what it is.
No, specifically, we never spoiled it because he wanted to read it, but this was like 8 years ago.
Spider-Man.
I bet
2?
you know.
There's
We won't say it, but
a
I bet
mini
you know.
series called Spider-Men, and it got a sequel that has big ramifications for the Marvel Universe potentially.
Oh,
Yeah, they're never going to do anything.
Yeah, now that Bendis is gone, nope.
This book's a lot of fun. The
It's great.
Vulture,
It is.
the Vulture stuff. It's kind of classic Vulture, but it works. I think because it's
He's
very
more-
colorful.
He's less like a scientist and more like he loves death and he's gross.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a gross hitman.
It's very colorful. Lots of really great greens in this one.
Oh yeah, he says like a vulture, like I feast on death. Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a gross man.
The colors in this book are so radiant.
Yeah.
Like, the art is so amazing.
Like the last issue, like with Felicia Hardy and being like the French model singer, like and like ninja fights and like it was super dynamic, like you said. And it's just the art is so strong and unique. It's so
Yeah.
good, so good.
Anything more you guys wanted to add, or think that's it?
If you're a fan of Spider-Man, pick up Spider-Gwen.
Dude, you know what? After this Spider-Verse movie comes out, like this character's already popular, but like for people
yeah.
who don't read comics and are introduced to Spider-Gwen, she's gonna launch. She's gonna go huge.
There's a Spider.
I'm so tempted to part with that Spider-Verse. Just Spider-Verse #2.
See, I'm glad I haven't gotten rid of it yet. One, because I don't have it yet. But when I get it, it'll probably be when after that movie comes out, and that book is going to skyrocket even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted just to buy the Spider-Gwen pop vinyl from Spider-Verse because I don't know if there was a pop vinyl for Spider-Gwen before.
They do have a Spider-Gwen pop vinyl.
Okay.
I was looking at it, but I don't like the hood on it. I think
Okay.
it looks a little tacky.
I like
Yeah.
the rock candy figure.
I do too. I like the
Ooh,
rock candy
candy.
figure's pretty good.
I didn't get to read all of this, so I only read like the first two and a half issues because I had to do homework for the other show.
Oh, you have another show? What's it called?
We'll get there.
Damn.
Miscellaneous. But I really liked what I read, and I'd like to read more of it. It's real good stuff.
I have it. As
I'm
well.
not going to read it that soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Read it on the podcast.
I'll invest
Because
though.
I might
I'll
pull
invest my time.
I might pull a you and a Ryan and do the next volume
Do it, baby.
soon.
Yeah.
Well, soon-ish, not like right out the gate.